Alright. Shalom, shalom. Before we go into this lesson, we give all honor, all glory, and all praises to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Yahawashi. We give double honors to the apostles and prophets and elders of James Camp, better known as Great Millstone, for they bring forth the 100% truth that have been currently edified under. Shalom to the elect and tabernacle of David. I am Brother Zaria coming into this lesson. The title of the lesson is Yahawashi will find them, they cannot escape. So let's get a precept first. Let's get a precept in Psalms chapter 21 to start off with. Because these wicked, which is known as Esau, Edom, think that they could hide from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Because they know what judgment is going to befall them. And they're going to try to do their best to to survive it. What the scripture says. No one could turn away that punishment. No one could save them from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, roughly paraphrasing. So let's get a precept. Psalm chapter 21 and verse 8. It says, thine hand shall find out all thine enemies, and thy right hand shall find out those that hate thee. Plain as day. There's no escaping for you, sir. There's no hiding place which Yahweh can't find. I'll get a precept, Psalm chapter 137, 39, and verse 7, and it says, whither shall I go from thy spirit, or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, which is in the earth, down in the earth, not the actual burning hell, because the grave or because hell is also likened unto the grave or down in the earth. Let's continue. It says, behold, thou art there. If I take wings of the morning and dwell in the utmost part of the sea, which we know Esau, Edom is residing as we speak. They have many submarines that goes to a certain parts below the certain depths of the ocean. They have underwater bases, just like they have underground bases in mountains and under the earth. So guess what? No matter where they go, as scripture says, if I take thee of wings, if I take the wings of the morning and the dwelling in the utmost parts of the sea, even there shall thine hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. So there's no way that these people can escape, because judgment is going to come to them. Let's get a book of Sirach, chapter 23 and verses 19, which you all should know this by now. It says, such a man only fear the eyes of men, and knoweth not the eyes of Yahawah are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways, not some, all the ways of man, and considering the most secret parts. So no matter where you go to hide, Yahawah is seeing you. He knows all things. And he knows where to get you when the time is right. And Esau, Edom, though you dwell in the clefts of the rocks, and you try to dig a hole in the bottom of the fleckings, the earth, to try to hide from your destruction, that can't happen. You are going to receive that end. Very simple. That judgment is going to befall you whether you like it or not. So there's no hiding place for you where Yahawah can't find. Because he created this earth. He created the inhabitants on the earth as well. So guess what? Yahawah will find you. It's as simple as that. Let me continue. It says, he knoweth that all things ever they created, they were created. So also after they are perfected, he looked upon them all. This man shall be punished in the streets of the city, and where he suspected it not, he shall be taken. It's as simple as that. Remember, the scripture says judgments are in all the earth. So how could you hide in the earth from the judgment if it's in all the earth? People have to understand Yahawah is not this frail deity that you claim to know, thinking that he is not all powerful, because his title remains as certain omnipotency reign, which is what? Ruler over all things. All, not some. All things. And in order for he to be that ruler, he must know where all of his creation is. It's as simple as that. And I go into the book of Deuteronomy to make that declaration as clear as possible, because we know many of our people tend to stumble upon these things, as though it was not sanctioned or written for it to come to pass. What Scripture says, he declared the end from the beginning. In order for he to declare the end from the beginning, he have to write that script. It's that simple. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39, it says, see now that even I am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hands. Meaning you cannot escape that judgment. He will know where you are, and your judgment will come to pass. Very simple. Let me get up an next precept in Acts chapter 9 and verse 2. It says, though they dig into hell, then shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. No matter how high they go. Because we know they have many air carriers, that they have big air carriers above the skies as we speak. Documentary, they boast this in their documentaries. Dealing with aircrafts and all these things. It's a simple look up. Let's continue. It says what? And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence, and though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, which is the Leviathan, and he shall bite them. They are going to be destroyed. Let me get an next precept to that, to match that a little bit. Isaiah chapter 2 and verses what? 22? Let me make sure. Let's go back to about verses 19. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks, into the caves of the earth, for fear of Yahawah, and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. So they're going to be in hiding, which we have the elites building bunkers underground, at least thousands of miles beneath, and building their dwelling place in what? In the rocks itself, the mountains itself, so that they wouldn't feel that harsh punishment. But guess what? That table will turn, and I'll show you who's going to get them. Let's continue. It says, in that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself, to worship, to the moles of the bats, because it would not have any use or any value for him, because it never did have a value. All you're doing is relinquishing your power, if you're a Jake, to a damn stone, which Yahawah hates. So with that, your judgment is going to come to pass, for sure. Let's continue to go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops of the ragged rocks, for fear of Yahawah and for the glory of his majesty, when he riseth to shake terribly the earth. As simple as it is. And who is going to hunt them down in that day? Who's going to be the hunters? Let me get a precept. Pause. Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 16. Behold, I will send many fishers, saith Yahawah, and they shall fish them. And after I will send many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rock. We are going to be their hunters, because what scripture says in Psalms 149? You get a precept before you continue. Let the saints And verses 5 it says, let the saints be joyful in glory, let them sing aloud upon their beds, let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouths, with the two-edged swords in their hand, to execute judgment, vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the wicked, to bind their kings with chains, and the nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints, praise Yahweh. Plain as day. Let's get another precept, because we see this has a clear implication that we are going to be the ones to what? Execute that vengeance upon them. Let's continue. Let's go back into it. Go in verse 14. Ezekiel 25 verse 14. It says, I will lay my vengeance upon Edom, and the hand of my people, by the hand of my people Israel. See? So who is going to receive that? By who? By our people. By the hand of my people Israel. Yasharallah. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh power. Plain as day. No getting around that, people. Like our next precept, he that go into captivity. Plain as day before you close out. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And who has killed us with the sword? Esau, Edom. Who has leaded us into captivity? Esau, Edom. Plain as day. Aside us, as along with the other enemies that they made that they are confederate with. So there's no getting around that. You are going to be found by us. You already been watched by Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and the chariots. You are going to be found by us. It's game over for you. Plain as day. Game over. No getting around that. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So I hope this information was clear and indeed edifying. We say Shalom Yasharallah, Kal Halaliam, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Kakwadash. Get double honors to the apostles and prophets and elders of James Camp, but to know as great millstone for the bring forth the 100% truth that have been currently edified under. Shalom to the elect and tabernacle of David. I am Brother Tazariak saying to you Shalom until the next one. So Shalom.